the team name is EcoMinds, and the topic name is integrating carbon emission metrics and providing product alternatives. So here is the short-term introduction of the team members. Varun Kumar is an engineer working in Nagarro. Shivani Malik is also an engineer. Saurabh Singh, engineer, and Sushant Kumar. And me, Ocean Madam, working as a business analyst. So what is the problem area we are trying to solve here is, as we already know, the carbon emission from e-commerce, the carbon emission is increasing day by day due to boom in the e-commerce. So here's the problem area is carbon emission from e-commerce have a direct impact on climate change, emphasizing the urgency to implement sustainable practices in e-commerce. So basically with this solution, we are trying to give our customers sustainable choices so that the carbon emission rates can be reduced. So our solution is to display the carbon footprints of each product, empowering customers to make informed and sustainable choices. By doing so, we aim to help both businesses and individuals to contribute to a greener future. So what we have planned to showcase here in this solution is we are displaying carbon footprints for each product. We are also suggesting similar product with lower carbon footprints so that customer, if seeing a similar product with a lower carbon footprints in the recommendation section, so it will be easy for him to put that particular product in their cart. Also, customer can modify the carbon footprint by selecting eco-friendly options such as free changes or order quantity. Because if we are dealing with a B2B customer, generally the orders are in the huge quantity. So we can give him an option for a particular quantity also, that if we choose X amount of quantity, then emissions will be lower as compared to the low amount of quantity of product. In case of freight also, we are giving a comparison also that how he can reduce his carbon footprints by changing by doing variations in the freight. Fourth one, we are giving if customer is choosing low carbon emission products, so we are also giving him a carbon emission discount that he can avail at the time of checkout. Okay. But last but not the least, customer is very free to order any of the product, whether it is a sustainable choice or whether it is a non-sustainable choice. He is free to do that. So these are the features we plan to showcase. Then coming on to the key architectural highlights. So here we are using modular architecture that can break into distinct self-contained modules, each responsible for a specific aspect of functionality. So first one is modular architecture we are using, and second, we are emphasis on the reusable component. Means that code can be efficiently shared across different parts of the application, reducing duplication and promoting consistency. So this is the key architecture highlight. The next one is the benefits or the use case we are trying to solve with this solution. So first and foremost, the first thing is customer. When customer is happy, the sale is good. So basically with this, this is basically, centralized on the customer, this product. So customer can take an informed decision by this. If he is seeing a sustainable, if he is doing sustainable choices, so he can take an informed decision making. Then it can also affect, as it is related to the green energy initiative, so it will help in the environmental awareness also. So, and the most important, trust of the customer and the loyalty of the customer. If we are implementing this in our e-commerce website, it will automatically increase, which will automatically increase the sales of the website. Then, as you all know that the this website can also drive the demand for the sustainable products, because nowadays more and more customers are looking for the products with which they can give something to the environment, with which they can do something good to the environment. So these are the benefits with this solution. But as you all know that each product come with pros and the cons. So we will discuss on some cons also of this solution. So the complexity is the challenge which we faced with this carbon footprints, because understanding the carbon footprints for the first time customer might be complex, because everything which comes in the market when it is in the newer stage, it feels like a very complex thing. But with time, it takes time to adjust in the market, and it holds the market. The second point is price sensitivity, because we are giving low carbon footprints might have a higher prices also. So this is the cons. Then greenwashing concern, there might be a scenario when carbon footprints are calculated accurately. It could lead to mistrust. So fourth one is limited product choices. In some categories, low carbon alternatives might be limited, so restricting customer options. So this is the cons of the solution. Now, implementation challenges that we overcome while we are implementing this solution is we managed to work on the dependency side, ensuring ensuring the modules remain truly independent was a significant challenge. Then the second point is as we are working in a distributed team, so maintaining consistency in the coding standards and design patterns was difficult. So this was the challenge, two challenges we overcome during this implementation. Our current limitation of our solution is, first one is data collection and accuracy and standardization of measurement. The moment we first arrived to this fact that we are working on this solution, we are integrated this short but an impactful solution. We do our R&D part of what APIs will be used, how we will be getting the carbon emission data. So after doing all the R&D, we realize the uh, data is everywhere, but how accurate is we can realize after integrating each of the data sources. So here we have used various APIs, and we have compared all the data from the APIs. So data collection accuracy was the first point of the limitation. The second is standardization of measurement. As you all know, the carbon emission rate we can show, anybody can show in the product, but how accurate or how standardized it is in the measurement, that is no universal accepted standards are available. So this is the second point challenge we faced here. Now coming on to the future implications for e-commerce, is in 2024 we are integrating carbon footprints calculator in e-commerce platform. This is the first step. If given a more also we are showing recommendation to the users whether he can able to select low carbon footprints products, but we can make it more like modern by integrating AI with the recommendation part. So the second future implications can be launch of low carbon footprint product recommendation based on customer preference and carbon footprint data. After we implement these 2 points, the third is working on the marketing skills. So marketing is the third one. Then after implementing all the above three steps, the fourth one will be the substantial reduction in the overall carbon footprint attributed to e-commerce activities. So currently, many modern websites have implemented carbon footprints, like Amazon, Flipkart already done this. So this is all about the presentation. So this is the call to action. Join the movement towards sustainable e-commerce with EcoMinds. Let's reduce carbon emission and shape a greener future together. Thank you. And now the technical part, I'm handing over to Varun Kumar. He will give you the technical presentation. Varun, please take a lead here.
Yeah. Thank you, Ocean, for explaining the whatever we have developed. and what we have not developed also. Let me know when my screen is visible to all of you.
Well, earlier we were
Yes,
not sure whether you would have. Varun, we saw your
Yes.
screen, but oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Can you saw now? Yeah. Okay.
Is,
Am I clearly audible to everyone?
yes.
If
Go ahead.
Okay, great. So, like Ocean mentioned, like now our topic is like we have integrated carbon emission metrics against the products, and we have displayed the information on the product page. So, I'm starting with the back office, like where we have saved that information against the product using the certain API. So, for that purpose, we have used attribute feature of the products to have that information against the product, and using that information we have uh, like provided several features into the storefront, like displaying the information on the BTP page, or providing the filters based on that, adding label on the PLP page, or maybe providing some discount on the cart. So to start with, I'm editing one product, and here to have carbon emission information, like I mentioned, we have used attributes. So we have created basically two attributes. One is carbon emission, another is energy emission. I will also talk about the APIs which we have used here. For now, first of all, in the first place, we wanted to have some input form here where we can put, some production cost of the product, or energy consumption of the product, and on based on that, this value has been calculated. But due to time constraint, for now, we have just used the product price for now, like whatever the product price is there, we have used that in the background, and on the save action we have called the API and updated this information into the system against the product. Now to move further, before that I wanted to show the API which we have incorporated here. So this is the solution we have used, climatic, and the APIs which we have used, one is spend based. In this, like we define the category or subcategory of the item and the amount spent, like the production cost of the product, and we just get the estimate of the carbon emission in kilogram unit. And other API which we have used here is for the energy consumption. We have used this API, and we have incorporated one more API for freight carbon emission calculation, which I will discuss later part in the demo. So, like against the product, we have saved this information. So now the point comes now how we can utilize this information for various parts of the storefront. So I'm going into the storefront. I will start with the PLP page. So we have created one label here, and which is coming based on the product selections which have carbon emission data available. So as we can see, some products are having this information which we have created. Also, as this is a label, so we can use a filter on this, using which we can have only those products like this. And let's go to the PDP of the page. Oh, sorry, of the product. Here we we have label here also, and this is the section which we have incorporated to display the information around carbon emission. As we can see, the value is slightly higher as of now because the input which we have provided is quite high, as we have used the product price for now into the API input. Also, for the one thing which Austin has mentioned regarding the recommendation or alternatives of the product. So we wanted to have some logic here, like some low emission products will be shown, but due to time constraint, we could not, implement that logic here for now. So we have just used the alternative product. We wanted to show the thought process behind it, like how we wanted to achieve that. So for now, we have used this alternative product feature, like we have assigned some product into uh, you know, attach some product into this product, and based on that, these are coming here. But the main thought process behind this section is to have related products along with like having less carbon emission from the main product. Okay, so going forward, like we are having this information here, and if we add this product into the cart, let me just add it. Okay, so we can see some green discount 12% has been applied. Why it has been done? Because we have created some rule here on the cart, like if the products in the cart is having carbon emission less than certain value, which we have described in the back office, then user will have this type of discount, which like we can provide any kind of discount whatever suits to our business. So for now we have provided 12% and we have named it green discount. So we have used the same information, which like carbon emission information, which was saved against the product in the back office by integrating the API. This is one part. In the second part, we have used like going forward, we have, sorry, I need to log in again. Okay, so I have clicked on the checkout. So I'm here. I'm selecting any address here. So what we have done here, basically, on the shipment page, on the shipment step, we have different shipping options available. So what we try to do here, we try to calculate the carbon emission into the freight, in the delivery process. So what we have done, we have took the source location and the destination location. For example, I wanted to ship it to the New Delhi location. So based on that, we have again integrated one API here, which is intermodal freight. And here, like we need to provide source and the destination and the weight of the product, or even mode, what mode we wanted to achieve, like in which mode we wanted to have our shipping delivered. So here you can see in this section, we have just mentioned here some informative message like help us reduce our carbon footprint, select our eco-friendly shipping options. So what we are doing here, so we have mapped these right mode of transportation into standard and express mode. For example, express we can have air mode of transportation. For standard we can have road transportation mode. So like that, this is just the idea like how we can do that. So based on that information, so we have called the API, and as we can see, we have shown the carbon emission here, like the value of the carbon emission in different modes of the shipping. So as you can see, standard is having some less, express is having some more carbon emission. So further, like this is the information only. So like user, based on his awareness, if you wanted to contribute to the environment, so accordingly he or she can take the decisions. Going forward, on placing the order, we wanted to have one more thing here, but we couldn't implement as of now. Like whatever the shipping option user has selected here, and if that is lying into the less carbon emission logic, so we can we can provide some kind of a reward there, or we can also display this information on the order itself, order history, or maybe order PDFs, like that. So this is the whole idea of our project, which we have implemented, or some things which we couldn't achieve, that I also mentioned. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, we have time for 2 questions. And by the way, I also see questions keep popping up in the chat. Keep that going. That's really good to see. Also for the previous projects, but if you have them for this project, please put them there as well. Any of the jury members that want to ask a question? Yes.
Hello, Varun.
Hi, Niches. Yeah.
Hello. Am I audible? Okay.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Just one question. When we are calculating the carbon emission through API, so it is against the product or it is against the industry?
Basically, the API which we have used is, for example, we need to provide the production costs, right? Like maybe some industry has some less production cost, other industry has some more production cost. So basically, the number which is coming is a like generalized number based on the production cost actually.
And during the inventory, when we store somewhere electricity consumption required for some product, at that time we consume the carbon emission done, that value we have to put, and that value we pass to the API and get the value from there.
Okay, just one follow-up question. So if there is one product versus we are having four product, right? Then this carbon emission value is going to be what? Against one product or against it is going to be combined for 4 products?
So you are talking about like when we have 4 products in the cart?
Yeah, so I'm just saying, so if we have just created the site for one particular industry, right? So for example, the automobile, right? In automobile, if there is a one product versus there are the 4 products in our website, right? So the carbon emission cost is going to be the same or it is going to be the per product?
It is going to be the per product.
Yes.
Okay, and same question is related to the cart as well, because in cart also we are just we are calculating the freight charge, right? So that freight charge is based on the product or based on the
No.
cart items?
That is the freight like that is based on the distance of the source and the destination. That is based on the destination and the mode of transport.
Yes, during the API call, we are also sending the product weight and
Yes.
total weight of the cart and mode of the transportation.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Varun, Prashant this side.
Hey, Prashant. Yeah.
So Varun, the freight calculation, that carbon emission that you were calculating, right? You are using an API for that, right? So
Correct.
will this API also works if, as a small business, I want to handle the deliveries on my own? I have my own vehicles. So is it still work on the distance, or do you have? I mean, is there any other logic which is being built in that API? So it's just based on the
So as
destination.
No. So of course, yes, distance is there between the source and destination, but we have mode of transport as well, right? So we are, having our own vehicles. So of course, we are maybe we are using the road transport then. So so based on that, that is also a considerable point in the API, like which mode of transport is used. So if you are using road or rail transport or air, so the value will be deferred.
All right. So it has nothing to do with the logistic companies, the FedEx that I could see. It is a combination of the distance, source, and
Yes, and mode of transport and the
destination
weight of the
and
package.
the weight of the package. Okay.
Right.
Estimation.
Yeah.
Clear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that was second question. So we're done with it. It's a big applause for team 2.